100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the Memphis Egyptians. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. 58, right there. I got one. Shoot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On second down, Stanford. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we're getting turned it all loose.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
He'll drop the throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Watch the shit. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Stanford. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch. Watch the safety cream. Show it up, show it up. Go.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Smooth.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Ready, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You don't know no better. Big dash. Come. Six guard. Check, six guard. Check. Fresno. You draw forfeit. Now.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 54. Now. Right there. 54. Right there. Hey, box drop. Penetration here. We're getting some penetration. Mike Fox.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 30, past the 20, touchdown! A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Leo!
Check. Tight dog.
Look at me. Go.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Weapon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready! 50, plant. Ready!
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Push him back. Hey, Delta. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Stanford. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and now it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. McSorley, 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Go!
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
6-6, pull it high.
And the Mexico City first down.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. This is caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
General West.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. On 2nd and goal, McSorley, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the pistol, Tomlinson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check, crunch. Shit. Check 31. Gone. Under 10.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, alert 3. Coaching spell. Yeah. Hey, Haywood. Check. 59. What we got?
McSorley from the shotgun. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
First down, Mexico City.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You draw Porter. Hey! Let's get off the field. 35. Man, I got you.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Look at me, Zipper. Bravo. Mike's 59. Come to my work. We want it.
McSorley sets to pass. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Got 3 down. 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check it back. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and it's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 94 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Pull it high. All day, every day, any day. Jim.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Okay, ready? 59, Mark. Check, 59. Yep. Mike, shoot.
On first down, Tomlinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
General West.
It's now 2nd down.
Hey, box truck, box truck. I know you feel that. Fight.
From the 41, McSorley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Diablos.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Switch. You go tight. You got tight. You go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go play action now with McSorley to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Ready?
Tomlinson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Got it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Stanford, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Check now. Go team, spill. Hey, orbit. Be grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stanford, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
3rd down.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 58, right over there. Go. 58, right there. Snap.
They'll set up to throw. Aguilar has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll drop the throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
3 down. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves